Hey guys, it's me, CatFactsPW. So this is going to be a completely different video from what I usually do, but let's just get started. So, Bakugan. As some of you may know, Spin Master is making a Bakugan Reboot that's coming out on December 1st. There have been rumors and leaks spreading around the internet, but if you somehow missed all that, let's start from the beginning. Bakugan was a 4-season show that aired from 2007 to 2012 on Cartoon Network. The show features the Bakugan, supernatural creatures that appear as marble-like balls until they are thrown onto a card in a Bakugan battle. Each Bakugan has the power of one of 6 elements, and they can use corresponding attacks via ability cards. The show followed the adventures of Dan, Shun, and Marucho, and whatever secondary characters the show decided to care about that season, as they used their Bakugan to battle against whatever villains were trying to take over the universe that season. The show had action, drama, life lessons, and a bit of romance, like every good kids cartoon. Okay, granted, most of the romance actually came from the fan base via ship wars, but Dan X Bruno was actually canon. Like, in the final battle in Season 1, they held hands and launched the final attack surrounded by hearts. But it's fine if you don't remember that. The show didn't seem to remember much about it either. But on to the reboot. So we have a few leaked screenshots, which I won't show in case YouTube doesn't like that, a bit of concept art, and the names and voice actors for 3 characters, Dan, Winton, and Shun. We don't actually have a design for Shun yet. We also have the Walmart toy images, which I'm actually really excited for. It looks like they revamped the game, which will hopefully make it easier to follow in the show. Watching the show as a child, I felt that Season 1 had the most interesting gameplay and the most use of strategy. You could throw multiple gate cards at multiple Bakugan, and the first to defeat 3 of the other players' Bakugan wins. By Season 3, however, it was just like, throw one Bakugan and take turns firing abilities at each other until the arbitrary life gauge goes to 0. You might want to take that analysis with a grain of salt, though, seeing as I never actually played the Bakugan game as a kid. I had more fun just rolling them onto the cards and playing with them like they were dolls. If you want a more expert opinion on this, go check out Negative Legends video, link in the description, which talks about this more in depth. Now, on to my speculations about the plot. At this point, the entire show has already been made, but I can still speculate. Pretty much nothing about the plot has been revealed yet, but I imagine that it's going to have a general theme of get stronger until you can beat the main bad guy and save the world, with plenty of comedy and friendship lessons and a bit of character building. My only reason for this speculation is because that is the formula for literally any successful kids show of this genre. Now let's go into my wilder and more specific speculations. In the original show, Dan was a Pyrus Brawler, which is the element of fire, and Shun used the wind element, Ventus. Just from looking at Winton's design, I can assume that the show is going to do one of 3 things. 1, Shun is a Ventus Brawler, and Winton is not a Ventus Brawler, and just likes to wear green clothes. This should break the unwritten rule that characters have to wear the same color palette as their element, but it's been done before. Take a look at Shun and Alice's outfit from Season 1. However, in the first leaked image, Winton is holding some Ventus Bakugan, so I'm assuming we can rule out this option. He's probably a Ventus Brawler. This leaves us with 2, both Shun and Winton are Ventus Brawlers, or 3, Winton is a Ventus Brawler and Shun is a Darkest Brawler or some other element. Option 2 would be interesting to see, since it's quite rare for a show to have more than one main character of each element. I personally think that this option is unlikely. So that leaves option 3. Shun is probably not going to be a Ventus Brawler in the reboot. I would almost go far to say that he is going to be a Darkest Brawler. I also suspect that he might end up being a villain or an anti-hero of sorts. Of course, this is all my mere speculation, and I get that there are a lot of hardcore OG fans that might not be happy with me for saying this, but no one else is talking about it, and I feel it needs to be said. There is also technically an option 4, which is that Bakugan Brawlers can switch elements and use whatever Bakugan they feel like during battle. But as far as I remember, that has only happened twice in the original series, and while it would be interesting to see, I doubt that it will be the route the show ends up going. But who knows? All in all, despite my slightly sarcastic tone throughout much of this video, Bakugan is still my favorite TV show of all time. There's just something heartwarming about seeing more people get excited about the first show you ever loved, and I could not be more excited for the reboot. Thanks for watching. Be a good potato.